got too much to lose. Can't walk in my shoes if I paid you to. My mind's a clue. The streets I run it. My eyes are filled. Pain and chronic. The streets they rate.
Learning people, what's happening? It's your boy back again, and I got something to say. If you listening. So news today. Little something I want to show y'all. Was actually broke on yesterday. About this young brother recently got killed in Brunswick. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's in Georgia, the state of Georgia rather. And we're gonna do a little gematria on it. We're gonna talk about it. And this should come as no surprise, man. It should really not come as any surprise to any of us, because time and time again, man, this happens. And it's a code. It's a code that these people live by. And there's a reason behind what they do. And that's not to justify that. The ends doesn't justify the means. Understand that. So let's look at this.
Grand jury considered charges against two white men who chased and killed a black man who was not armed. More than 100 people protested in Brunswick, Georgia last night after a video emerged showing the shooting death of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery. More than 2 months ago was when the shooting happened. The two other men say it was self-defense.
25 years old, man. 25 years young, brother had a full life ahead of him, man. Full life ahead of him. Minding his own business. And we've seen this before, man. We've seen this so many times, brother. Minding his own business. Shot down in the street. Minding his own fucking business, man.
Our Via Franca has video. We have to warn you ahead of time. It is disturbing.
This cell phone video captures the final moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life while he was jogging through his Brunswick, Georgia neighborhood. The witness is recording the moment.
Now, see, this is what's crazy to me right here, and this is what, I don't know. You can call me a conspiracy theorist. You can call me what you want to call me, but it's strange to me that you had this person traveling behind them already with the video running. You understand what I'm saying? How do they know? How do you even know there's something about to go down? How do you even know that this brother finna get shot, or somebody about to pull out a gun, or something dangerous, or something worth taping is about to happen? I was telling my wife earlier, usually when shit like this, you know, when something is occurring right there in front of you, you usually a couple seconds late, you know, but she's filming it even before it even starts. She or he or whoever is filming this, even before it even starts, which amazes me, as if it's something to this other than what they actually telling us. And this is why I put the report on Facebook about the gematria on this whole situation, and why I decoded it, and why the truth community has been decoding this situation, because it is so strange. It's not the organic things that happen that's weird. If this wasn't strange, then nobody would report it. But because it is so strange, because it is so significant, that's why everybody is talking about it. People die every day. Just like this here. People die every day just like this. Why isn't all those things being reported? This is being reported to me, in my eyes, because this is ritualistic. And I'll explain why a little bit later.
Arbery was confronted by Gregory McMichael and his son Travis, who shot Arbery twice with a shotgun. What do you hope this video proves?
Proves that my son was not committing a crime. He was out for his daily jog, and he was hunted down like an animal and killed.
Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, says she has not seen the video because it is just too painful to watch. Is it something you plan to watch?
It's going to take some time. It won't be today or tomorrow. It may not be months.
The graphic video shows Travis McMichael, who appears to be standing outside the parked truck, and Arbery struggling over what looks to be a shotgun. Gunshots can be heard on the video within a few moments of each other. Arbery is seen trying to run away or falling to the ground. According to the police report, Gregory McMichael told investigators he thought Arbery was a burglary suspect and ordered him to stop.
You see what I'm saying, man? Mistaken identity once again. Mistaken identity. You think every black man that's running on a street, I mean, what is he stealing? If he a burglary suspect, this man clearly has on workout attire. And even if he don't, say he had on jeans and a shirt and shoes, which it kind of looked like he does. Say if that's the case, that's what he does have on. What is he stealing? He don't have no TV in his back pocket. What exactly is he stealing? When people steal stuff, they steal stuff of significance. And you probably see it draped off of them or somewhere on them. What, he just breaking into houses, not stealing anything? Is he accused of some type of rape or some type of assault on someone in the neighborhood? And if you're in this neighborhood, you live in this neighborhood because he got killed a street over from where you live, where he lives. And that's usually how it happens. Most people get killed close to home. And it sounds a lot like Trayvon Martin. I cannot stress that enough. Even down to the month that they was killed. Now, and it's strange to me that the fact that we're talking about this right now, this brother got killed in February. So somehow, miraculously, the tape has done surfaced and been leaked, rather. And now we're talking about this. What was this tape 2 months ago? 2-3 months ago? Strange.
McMichael then said Arbery violently attacked his son Travis. The prosecutor, who previously had the case, says Travis acted out of self-defense and within the scope of Georgia's civil arrest statute.
And another thing, you can't see, people call me a conspiracy theorist. They think I'm stretching the truth. They think I'm reaching. How can I be reaching? How can I stretch the truth and I report to you and I tell you exactly what's being told to me? Exactly what you can Google yourself. Numbers that coincide with what's going on. I can't make up the fact that this man died on February 23rd. I can't make that up. That's common knowledge. I can't make up the fact that they released this video on 5/5. I can't make that up. That's common knowledge. So to say that I'm reaching, to say that I'm trying to contrive something is ludicrous to me. And that shows me a person that doesn't have eyes to see fully. And, you know, that's not no knock on the person. Maybe it's not their time yet. But at the same time, you shouldn't speak on things that you don't understand. You shouldn't talk down against things that you don't understand. You shouldn't attack things that you have no understanding of, you know. And through my years of wisdom, I have come to understand this concept of not going against something that you have no knowledge about. And that's the problem with a lot of people right now with this work, what we call gematria. A lot of people go against this and they have no fucking clue. They don't know math, number one. They don't know math. They have no fucking clue of how the occult system works. They don't know anything about Kabbalah. They don't know anything about the Cabal. They don't know anything about Jewish mysticism. They don't know anything about any of these ancient practices that date back, to prehistoric times. They don't know anything about it. But yet and still, you could say that we putting things together. That's not correct, sir. That's not correct, ma'am. We don't have to put things together. These things are. And they're right here in front of us. To me, it's like if I elbow you on accident, right? I elbow you on accident. And we're working together. I elbow you on accident. My bad, man. Sorry, man. And then 2 minutes later, I elbow you again. Oh, my bad. Sorry, man. And then 2 minutes later, I elbow you again. Oh, my bad. Sorry, man. And then 2 minutes later, I elbow you again. Oh, my bad. Sorry, man. You gonna stop taking them sorries as, okay, maybe you're meaning to elbow me purposely. If you're wise, and if you can see a pattern, every 2 minutes, this motherfucker elbowing me. So let me be watching out and keeping a watchful eye on what's going on. And that's the problem. People don't have a watchful eye of what's going on. They want to just fall in their lap. They don't want to investigate it. They don't want to look it up. They don't want to study it. If you don't want to do the research, shut the fuck up. Don't talk about shit that you don't know about. If you don't want to do the research, shut the fuck up. Period. It's tragic, man, that this shit has to happen to individuals and we don't see the code that these motherfuckers live by. This is an ex-police officer. We know police officers live by a different code than we do. Have you ever looked up police gangs? Matter of fact, let's look that up right now. Police gangs. Police gangs. And it's a bunch of them. Baltimore just got hit with a gang that they had a gang inside of a gang because the police already is a gang. Now they have their own little gangs inside of the gang of the police officers. And even down to the police tattoos. They have their own little set of tattoos and brandings that they use, to represent the different gangs that they are from within the police department. And what do? They kill motherfuckers. They set motherfuckers up, steal, rob, just like regular gang members do. Point blank, period. There's some good officers out there though. It's some good officers out there that genuinely want to protect and serve, but it's a lot of bad ones. It truly is. And we have this is a former officer, so do you honestly think that this man is going to go to jail or do some time for this? When you just had a white lady walk up into a black man's house and kill him in cold blood, and you think we have to stretch truth to make these things like, it's just unbelievable. Like this shit don't happen. This shit been happening forever since America was established. America is established on conflict. America is established on blood. Just like this. This is no different. We gotta wake up.
Arbery says his son was not a criminal. He was just out for his usual jog around his own neighborhood.
Because he loved to stay in shape. He stayed a street over from where he got killed.
Greg McMichael is a former law enforcement officer who used to work for the local DA. Due to conflicts of interest, the case is now on its third prosecutor, who says he will convene a grand jury once the coronavirus pandemic is over. Lee Merritt is one of the attorneys who represents Arbery's family.
After seeing this video, law enforcement has no other choice. They need to go out and make an arrest today.
Fellow Arbery family attorney Ben Crump says this shooting bears some similarities to another one of his cases from 2012, Trayvon Martin.
This killing was completely unnecessary and unjustified. And like so many people advocated in Trayvon Martin's case, people should not try to take the law into their own hands.
And that's essentially what always happens. And I hate to sound like this because my white brother, and there's a bunch of them out here that I love. But the white people take law into their own hands and start, he looks like this, he looks like that, he seems like this, he seems like that. And you might say, he worked within the Georgia law. Georgia law says that he can make a citizen's arrest. Yeah, that might be true, but at the same time, you got to have some sense about yourself. You can't be trying to arrest somebody and potentially kill this person, man, take his life. Ain't no do-overs from that, man. You think I'm going to be trying to arrest somebody? How you going to arrest them if they dead? You going to put the cuffs on them, take them in after you shoot them? You follow that person to where they go. That would have been the smart thing to do. And then, you know, write down the address and say, hey, this look like a guy that da-da-da-da-da. But come on, man, to kill, what was the end game to this? Well, you honestly just gonna hold a man at gunpoint until police officers got there? Or would you gonna tie this man up and take him to the police station? I don't understand what was the end game. That's why it's so suspect. No man in their right mind is gonna get in a car with a stranger at gunpoint. No man in his right mind. I don't care. You would have to kill him. You would have to kill him. Because they would take off running. You have to fight them. No man would do that. Let's look at the gematria on this thing, man. Because, you know, it pisses me off, man. Pisses me off. And people can be so ignorant today. And shout out to the Freely Given group, those that are in it, that see this knowledge and understand this knowledge. And shout out to those that decode and are part of the gematria family that's, you know, trying to preach this truth and trying to put forth this truth. If you don't know already, check me out. If you reach this video on Facebook, check me out at 4 r.i.p 3n. That's 4 r.i.p 3n. Sounds like freely given, but not spelled as such. And I also have the Freely Given group. If you're watching this on YouTube, Freely Given, come and check us out. We do daily news and shit that's going on. And this is one of those hard things to cover, man, that happens so much, man. It's just like, it's overwhelming. It really is. And I hate it for the family. This shit had to happen to your son, to your cousin, to your brother, whatever the case is with this young man. Ahmaud Arbery. His death on February 23rd. That's 223. Just like the reflective of 322. You see that? 223. This is the logo for Skull and Bones. 223 is the 48th prime. His name, Ahmaud, is 48. This happened again on February 23rd, 2020. From that time period to yesterday, May 5th, well, actually 2 days ago, May 5th, because today is the 7th. Today is 5/7/2020. 2 days ago. From that time period to the time period that the video broke on May 5th, 2020, is a period of 72 days. 72 days. Video release on 5/5, correct? You see that? It released on 5/5. Go look it up. Video equals 55 in English ordinal. 72 days. His name, full name, Ahmaud Arbery. The name that they're using in the news is 72 in reverse reduction. And if you don't know, if you're new to this knowledge, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, likewise, so on and so forth. In the English ordinal, in reverse, it's just the opposite. This would be the reverse ordinal. Is Z is 1, Y is 2, X is 3, so on and so forth, all the way to A being 26. In reverse full reduction, it's the same thing. Z would be 1, but when you get up to the 11th letter, you reduce it down to the lowest common form, which is called the rules of numerology. So the 11th number, 1 and 1 would equal 2 for that particular letter. The 11th letter, rather. His name, like I said, in reverse, is 72. Things that you need to be aware of when you're dealing with this knowledge. Positions of the sun, moon, and stars is important in this knowledge as well. Astrology. Zodiacs is important as well. Prime numbers, Fibonacci numbers, triangular numbers. You have to know these things. Learning this code forward and backwards. This happened in Georgia. Georgia, the fourth state of the Union. Number 4, Georgia is 44. Shooting 44. Execution exactly what it was. Brunswick, Georgia equals 97 in reverse full reduction. Death equals 97. Brunswick, Georgia also equals 25. And death also equals 25. And this brother died at age, guess what? 25. I can't make this shit up, man. I can't make it up. I can't make this shit say what I wanted to say and how I want it. I can't do that. I can only report what is actually happened. And what is actually happening right under our nose. We've been getting elbowed for years. And we just keep accepting the apology. It goes back to that analogy that I made earlier. How many times something has to happen before you realize it's not a coincidence and it's purposely done? How many times? You know? Again, the best thing for you to do is to check out the gematria calculator and learn these ciphers. The 4 base ciphers is what I was talking about earlier. Forward and reverse. Forward, reverse, forward, reverse, full reduction, reverse full reduction. Forward, reverse, full reduction, reverse full reduction. So this is the forward reduction, and this is the reverse reduction. This is the reverse of this word here, right? And along with these comes prime numbers, Fibonacci numbers, triangular numbers, and prime numbers, right? But this name here, Trayvon Martin, when you look into the other ciphers, because there are other ciphers, I use all the ciphers to see a full picture. You also see in his name the 322. And who are they comparing this brother to? Trayvon Martin. 56. Like coronavirus. This happened during the coronavirus pandemic. It's not by chance. And I can go through a plethora of different numbers and decodes and show you how 64 relates and 82. But there's some things that you have to learn on your own. You have to understand on your own. I'm giving you the information like it was given to me. But you have to desire to search it out. Those who have will be given more. Right? Biggest gang in the world, man, is the police gang, man. Still, to this day. To this day. To this day. R.I.P. to this young man and his family. I do feel very remorseful for you guys. This is tragic. I don't know what else to say. Hate it or love it. Like it or not. At the end of the day, as I always say, this information is freely given.